Alright, so hello everyone, welcome to another Warframe video, and since there isn't much else to talk about, let's talk about the Nightwave, for which we got a massive info dump last week. So what is Nightwave? Well, in short, it's a new syndicate that's going to be kind of like a pirate radio headed by Nora Knight that will replace the current alert system. And this is actually already being teased in-game. If you turn on your radio or the scanner on your landing craft, you can hear some of the broadcasts by Nora, and they're pretty cool. I think it's about time that the alert system gets shaken up a little bit, because over the years it has sort of become this non-thing that's kind of just there, but you don't really pay attention to it, or at least I don't. There's just a lot of issues with this current system that they go on to highlight in this info dump that we got on Friday, and they are spot on. Like the lack of reliability, especially when it comes to auras and things like Nighttane, is really frustrating. The system is also very cluttered, because for every alert that's worth doing, because it gives you something like an aura or an alternative helmet, you have 20 to 30 alerts that give you a random resource or a random amount of credits. They also go on to say that the system lacks variety and challenge, which is true as well, because the vast majority of alerts, about 99% of alerts, are just a random mission with an additional reward. And finally, the system is just not fun. It lacks any sort of narrative, it's just there. As they describe, it's literally just Lotus pops up and it's like, there's an alert, go check it out. And while that might be exciting the first 5 or 10 times it happens, when you've sat through like 100 or even 1,000 alerts, yeah, I can guarantee you won't jump out of your chair and go, oh goody, I can get myself some credits. And this is why they're trying to revitalize the alert system and generally just make it better and more interesting and also more reliable with the Nightwave. Now the Nightwave won't be like the other syndicates where you use standing for everything, so to rank up and to buy items, but it instead will use standing to rank up and then a new currency called cred to buy items. And the way I understand it is that this whole thing is going to be seasonal, so a season will start which will provide us with multiple weeks of daily and weekly challenges that will reward us with standing. We will then use the standing to rank up with the Nightwave, which will give us cred, and we can then use the cred to buy items. However, once the season is over, the cred you've acquired in that season will expire, so you will have to start again when the next season begins. And this, I assume, was put in to prevent the same issue that's plaguing the resource system for them, which is, well, people like me have millions of resources, so no matter how expensive something is, as soon as it's out, boom, I have it. Well, unless it's the HEMA, and people will go nuts. Now, from what I've read and watched, this already sounds like a much better system than the one we have right now. And the things that excite me about this the most is that the gameplay should be a lot better thanks to the challenges rather than just having random ass missions that don't really do anything differently, and the fact that it's reliable, because even though I don't really need anything from alerts anymore because I have pretty much everything in the game, I still remember being frustrated when I was trying to get Vauban way back in the day and I actually ended up buying him with Platinum because I was just done with the alert system. And more recently, I also remember being frustrated when I was building Necros Prime when that first came out and I just didn't have enough Nighttane even though I had everything else, so I had to sit there for a couple of hours to get the Nighttane. So even though the creds will expire at the end of the season, you will still be able to bank them a little bit in advance so that if you need a little bit of Nighttane, you can just buy it. And the list of things you will be able to buy is actually quite expansive, though you won't be able to buy all of them at once, you will have to wait for them to be on sale, but as you can see, you can buy all the aura mods, you can buy old helmets for Warframes, you can buy weapon skins, weapon blueprints, and then there are some evergreen rewards as well, like for example both of the potato blueprints, Nighttane extract which you will buy in a bundle of 5, thank god, as well as Vauban blueprints, thank god once again. And they also mentioned the possibility of buying stuff like inventory slots and some other cosmetics as well. And don't worry, the more sort of established things that also kind of fall under the alert system right now, like Maru, like the Climb Quest, Void Trader, Gift of the Lotus stuff, that will still stay there, so it will still be very easy to see and do. So all in all, to me personally, this sounds like a much better alternative to the current alert system, because it's just gonna be better for everyone. You know, people that still need things from alert can deterministically farm for the things they actually want and or need, and people like me that don't really need the blueprints and the evergreen rewards anymore, we're gonna get some narrative with each season, the first one being the Wolf of Saturn, and we're also gonna get some unique seasonal rewards as well. So yeah, the Nightwave, a superior system in my opinion with far more longevity, and that's good. I like it, and that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!